Howdy and aloha, everyone. It's James with Montauk. It's 11/21/2024. Matt, there's got to be another position, and somebody brought it up, but Matt Gaetz, who I thought should be in a high position in Trump's cabinet, which the Democrats still don't think he has or has won. It's kind of weird. All the blue swing states are still counting votes. Oh, Jesus. Man, I mean, it's kind of like what happened to COVID, right? They spaced out everything during COVID-19. So they give themselves more time to count and move and manipulate and rig and cheat. Right? And that's what they're doing now. They think they're going to be able to do something. But didn't Biden say we're going to do the transfer of power, and they sat down together peacefully? I mean, what the fuck? These aren't really... The Senate seats are already done. The House seats are already done. Like I said, I wanted it to happen because there's this gigantic Trump derangement syndrome that still is plaguing this country. And look, the guy, I know he doesn't talk like a politician. He wasn't like in the debate club. I get it. But all the accusations, the felonies, the real estate, the Stormy Daniels, the other chick, all this other just frivolous baloney. The impeachment, it's all junk. Russiagate, junk. It's just been smear after smear after slander after slander. After defamation of character, libel, however you want to say it. And it's just, I'm not trying to understand their thinking. I'm trying to find out where they're getting their information from. Who's I mean, we know it's, MSNBC, CNN, PBS, Democracy Now! Has completely went south or off of the grid in regards to actual facts and, substantive, pertinent information, along with, BBC, Al Jazeera, all the mainstream media, right? Even Fox is fucked up a bunch of times. But the thing that's getting me is how they're not researching it, right? I mean, what is it? What is it that is such a problem? And let me just get over here in regards to Matt Gaetz, because this is really interesting. Here. Yeah, so cat turd, great source of interesting and fun meme information. Very popular. I think he's been on Jimmy Dore and a few other places. So these are the two that won't confirm him, right? And we've got Susan Collins and Lisa Murkowski. They also voted for Mayorkas, or Merrick Garland. So the swamp, okay, people, the swamp has been around for a long time. And it's not going to be easy to get rid of these rhino Republicans. Because they're part of the duopoly. There's a tiny section of Democrats maybe 0.05% that don't want to be a part of the Demoncratic Party, or the part of the Democratic Party that's with the Republicans. These are just the most corrupt, evil, narcissistic, sociopathic crazies. I've never seen such lunacy in my life from these people. And they've got something to hide. And Matt wanted to expose it. Matt Gaetz wanted to expose it, and they're scared. That's it. And because they know he'll do it. Now, Trump immediately gets a longtime friend. Okay, now remember, they're still out there. The swamp is. People don't realize that the swamp is. Yeah, they're swamp creatures. Blah 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 blah. We get that, but they're like the swamp things. They're pretty powerful. They've got a lot of influence and resources and support. Lots of big time donors, coming, venting and sifted through, funneled in from the World Economic Forum, funneled in from the World Health Organization, funneled in from the Council on Foreign Relations, NATO, UN, just a lot of big players that go out to the G20s and the Davos meetings and stuff like that for the World Economic Forum. Look it up if you don't understand what I'm saying. And these people are all in these spots. They've been let's say guided. They've been selected and guided to these positions of great power within many different countries, especially our own. And I've always said, the United States is the last stronghold. If we were to lose to Kamala, who's all in with the Great Reset, who's all in with the New World Order, who's all, they bragged about it. Obama and Biden, they bragged about this stuff, central bank digital currency, just allowing one central bank to hold all our digital currency. No more dollar bills, no more quarters, nothing. They would have complete control over your money. If you did something wrong or something on Facebook or Twitter or whatever, name a social media platform, and they didn't like what you were saying because it was against their narrative or what they're trying to shove in your brain, then they could penalize you and hold your account. The people don't understand what they were about to do. And it was pretty nasty. Let me give you a quick refresher on that, so you understand what these people were, what they were about to do and what they're about. It's all here. I've proven this several times. My channel has laid this out over and over and over again. And I mean, it's up to you if you want to look at it and follow it. I mean, I think take it as a grain of salt, but at least taste that it's salt. Is it salty or is it sweet? Is it sour or is it bitter? Find out. This is the problem with a lot of people out there. They don't want to dive into the abyss. They'll go in the rabbit hole a little bit and kind of dig a little bit. But then there's, an aquifer below that. It's called the abyss. And that's where I go. I'm not wearing a mask. I'm not wearing and I see YouTubers wearing masks and trying to conceal themselves and stuff like that. And I'm just, they know where you're at. They know where I'm at. They know what I'm doing. They know what I purchased today at the fucking grocery store. $110 worth of basically nothing. They know where I filled when I put gas in my truck. Everything. Edward Snowden revealed that a long time ago. Julian Assange has revealed much, much more. There is no hiding from this. This new world order that's coming. It's been coming for a while. The Patriot Act, the National Defense Authorization Act, has been around. Obama kind of pushed that even further. Right? We could staple the proof of their criminal activities on their foreheads. They're still going to stick with their agenda. Right? So I'm saying protest, revolt, be vigilant. By the way, no one is exempt from being expendable to the 1% of the 1% that planned and orchestrated this horrific COVID-19. Yeah, they fucking made it happen. All this, they're all in it. Look at this: Vanguard, BlackRock, Economic Forum, World Health Organization, Council for Bill and Indication, G7. Then NIH, CDC, they're all a part of it. And then I said the orchestrators of the mass social control that many of you have gone with, it's mass psychosis formation, mass consent, what was that guy's name? Romney, it'll come to me. Anyway, so the orchestrators of mass social control, mass depopulation, world central banking. Right? Dear WEF, CFR, BlackRock, Vanguard, Davos, Globalists, we know you all took the Agenda 201 as far as Clad X proposals. They took them. Those were all proposals, right? And they a lot of these global bazillionaires, most of these people, you'll never hear their names. Most of these people, everybody thinks that Elon Musk is the richest man in the world, or in America, or whatever. No, he's got cash, liquid money to a certain extent. But I'm going to tell you right now, there are dozens of gazillionaires out there, disgusting, sick, crazy, warmongers. They don't care. They don't care how they get your money. Like I said, you're expendable to them. Madeleine Albright was in an interview, I don't know, about just somewhere around 2001 or 2 or 3. Afghanistan was going really hard, and this guy goes up and asks her in this interview, so what are your thoughts on 500,000 men, women, and children dying in these wars, in this war? And she goes, well, collateral damage is okay. That's something of that nature. She said it was okay. They don't care. I just fucking Jesus. It's crazy. Once you get to the certain status, and this guy JJ used to come on with me. We used to sell cars together. We'd have lots of political debates and stuff like that. Because at that time, I was a stupid Demoncratic supporter, but I would listen to him, and some of the things he would say would go, you have to understand who these people are and what they are doing and where they are in their lives. A lot of people don't understand that once you hit like the billionaire mark, you've gone past regular things that people do on a daily basis, right? We get up, go to work, do certain things. Most of the billionaires out there that have been around for a long time are in a different space. Some of them, there are a few, very, very far few in between, like Trump, who seems to be more connected. He's got grandkids. Kai is one of she golfs. She's really cool and good at golfing, by the way. But all his kids and grandkids, and they call him grandpa and all this other stuff. He's very family oriented, just like his dad would, just like his grandfather would. The thing about a lot of people that I'm talking about now that have a hard time understanding this is because they've been berated, they've been beaten, they've been battered, they've been abused by mainstream media. And it's not because they're getting hit you know, like blindsided by it. They're kind of looking for it. And that's the interesting thing to me is all the people that support, there were people that were saying, too bad they missed him and, July 13th and too bad, all these people that were mad that he didn't actually get, outed. And I'm talking about Trump and Butler, Pennsylvania. And then somebody else, and they were still trying to say, wow, what's the problem? We can't miss this. Why are we missing this? Well, that's maybe there's some type of divine intervention. I'm not sure. I'm a Christian. I believe that, God has a plan in some way, shape, or form, and we have a small piece of it. But the thing that is interesting to me is that it's the vitriol hate that I see from people. As soon as you mention the word Trump and then add another name to it or somebody he's been with or been around or something like that, then there's an immediate, take that hate and put it on that person and that person. Just the amount of hate is crazy. I know conservative people. There's a lot of wonderful conservative people out here that just don't, if you understand the Tea Party, which they were kind of infiltrated by the Republican Party or the duopoly part of the Republicans, is they just wanted to be left alone. They didn't want to pay for registration, which I paid for today for my truck. They didn't want to pay their taxes. I had to pay my county tax today, which was fun. They just want to live kind of like the American Indians used to live, or the Native Hawaiians used to live. They used to just be fruitful and multiply, which kind of is fine. I'm not getting what the problem is, and what's interesting is I understand. You've got to have, there's traffic, there's vehicles, you got to have roads, you've got to have sidewalks. Some people are sicker than others. Not all of us are alpha workers or beta workers or Charlie type workers. There are some deltas and some foxtrots, if you know what I mean. Not, people that have problems, they're handicapped. We got to take, we're only as strong, and I always say this, we're only as strong as our weakest link. So we need to take care of our elderly. We need to take care of our handicapped. We need to take care of our mentally ill and all kinds of other things. So Trump wants that too. I don't get it. I mean, Maha, make America healthy again. This is fucking crazy. So anyways, it's just amazing to me. There's just so much proof out there to prove that the guy's just cares. He's an American businessman. Born and raised, proud. He's been around great celebrities and great sports stars, and he's met, world leaders. He's patted the shoulders of Saudi Arabia kings when nobody's done that before. That's like my favorite video of Trump. He's like the Sultan or something of, the oil baron Sultan of Saudi Arabia. They're never to touch him, ever. And he walks by him and he pats him. Hey, bro. It's fucking classic, man. You gotta love the guy for his tenacity. You gotta love him for, honestly, how much of a goat he is. 900 plus rallies and interviews and, segments on TV and all this other stuff. I think Kamala had 20, maybe 20, 30 maybe or something, total interviews and all that other, whenever she spoke kind of to the public. That's, Biden had maybe 30 or 40. It was pathetic. But they got celebrities, though. They got the boss, Springsteen. They had Beyonce, who I guess is asking for her $10 million, and nobody has it. Eminem's asking for his millions. Oprah's asking for her money. It's just What a sham that became. This is, we're not voting for celebrities. I mean, I know John Voight, James Woods, there's a bunch of celebrities that have endorsed Trump, but they've said, I'm voting for Trump. That's it. When you come out and do like a I'm a stage kind of guy thing, when the Hulk came out for WWE, which I thought was interesting, the Hulkster for WWE, WWF back in the day. He's endorsing Trump. For doing Trump. Okay, well, that's the show, Trump understands the show. I'm going to tell you right now. But the people that have the biggest show is the Demoncrats. They've been putting on a show like you can not believe. The Republican show or the Trump show is like in your face wrestling. You know it's not real, but you like the excitement. You like the violence or whatever the fuck, right? Which I think is kind of fun sometimes to watch. It's kind of fun, It's like you're watching the NFL, right? You like the sport of it or whatever the case may be, which is usually rigged in WWE. They already know who's going to win, or they might decide in the ring. It's happened. The point I'm making, Trump's going to pick who's going to Trump, who's he's going to pick, and the people that are going to block him are all going to... The people that are going to block Trump's cabinet picks are either that cabinet pick isn't going to go after the traffickers. That's what I'm saying. And that's where I'm getting to. Is all this kind of adds up to however Trump wants to pick his people with the group that he has around him. And these ladies here, right? These chicks here, for God's sakes, they voted for Merrick Garland. I mean, what else do you need to know? What else do you freaking need to know? You know what I mean? I mean, it's pretty obvious what's going on there. It was, I think Mitch McConnell was in on it too. John Curtis was also in on it as well. Oh, let me move that over. But these girls, there's something going on when if you're not going to allow this guy to do his fucking job, I'm telling you. Oh, who's this? Elegant Eclipse. Ooh, let's see who this is. Oh, what's she about? Oh, look at that. Elegant, let me see. Oh, there it is. Man, I had one of these. Okay, you're cute. Good. I get this all the time. These are just like people from India trying to scam you. Let me see here. What else we got? Trey Gowdy. Now we're talking about... The people were thinking about Trey Gowdy, but that didn't happen. What actually happened is Trump picked this girl, and here it comes. Pam Bondi. Pam Bondi is the next confirmation person that Trump wants to have. That's her right there. Now, they've known each other for a long time. They've been associated for a long time. Like, there's a video here with her and Trump. Where is it? Right here. Back in, there was one. She's been around for a long time. She's been the Attorney General of a big, gigantic state as Florida. A lot of people, a lot of different races, a lot of different ethnicities, genders, all this other shit. She's gone after the opioid crisis very well. She spoke about LGBTQ and supported them as well with Anderson Cooper. That was... when was that? Let me see if that's in here. When was this? Oh, I need to get more information. It's kind of recent. Okay.
The things you said in Florida, it's called the Baker Act, but it's our Civil Commitment Act, and it's weak. and it's about 1,000 pages long, and I've had my Solicitor General on it for 3 days now, working on it. We're rewriting it along with Governor Scott, who's, you're going to meet with him. He's going to give you a ton of good information. We've been rewriting it, and we are going to bring in something called the Gun Violence Restraining Order. So if someone is civilly committed, and typically you can hold them for up to 72 hours, but people are getting out within 24 hours, the majority of them. So what we want to do is let law enforcement come in and take the guns.
Good.
They're a danger to themselves
Which you can't
or
do right
others.
now.
Well, because without being adjudicated. So because they're a danger to themselves.
You want them to take the guns and
when they are
not
committed.
go through 6 months of legal trials and everything else,
Exactly.
which is-
But we also have to give the mentally ill the due process in which they deserve, President. So what we're doing is they're going to be able to take the guns when they're taken into custody or into the hospital, and then when they're released within 24 hours or 72 hours later, typically it's 24 hours, but law enforcement will have 72 hours to determine whether they should give those guns back, or they can go to a judge and say, Your Honor, please keep these guns. We feel this person is still a danger to himself or others, whether
So
they're
this
in or
would
out.
not,
But yeah, I'm just saying, everybody. Look, he's got his majority in the House and the Senate. He's going to pick who he needs. Like I said to everybody, don't worry about it. Let him do his thing. Let him bring down the price of gas. Let him bring down the price of food. Let him fucking do his drilling as long as it's safe. Which a lot of people are talking to him now. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. wants safe drilling, safe practices. Right? And I mean, he's great. I don't get it. The team's great. They fucking lean Israel, but who fucking doesn't? Tell me a president that hasn't fucking been all in on Israel. I'm waiting. Yeah. Israel's always been in the fucking, connected to the hip of the United States. I don't condone the Palestine-Gaza thing. I don't fucking, no way. No, Trump wants all the killing to stop. Let him try. Let him try to do it. Let him do his job. But you now have, Biden allowing our long-range United States missiles to be launched into fucking Russia. Right? And this happens.
The further course of action will be determined based on the threats to the security of the Russian Federation. We believe that we have the right to use our weapons against military facilities of countries who allow their weapons to be used against ours.
Telling you.
And in case of an escalation, we will act as decisively in a mirror fashion. The ruling elites of the countries are nurturing plans to use their military contingents against Russia should be warned. The further course of action will be determined based on the threats to the security of the Russian Federation. We believe that we have the right to use our weapons against military facilities of countries who allow their weapons to be used against ours. And in case of an escalation, we will act as decisively in a mirror fashion. The ruling elites of the countries are nurturing plans to use their military contingents against Russia should be warned. The further course of action will be determined based on the threats to the security of the Russian Federation. We believe that we have the right to use our weapons against military facilities of countries.
I'm not going to keep playing it. I'm just going to tell you that, and here's the thing. Demoncrats, Democratic supporters are supporting this escalation. How in the fuck could you have a sticker on your car that says Biden or what? How in the fuck? They're poking the bear. Poke. They're taking a fucking stick and they're fucking hitting the hornet's nest. They're trying to fuck up this next presidency as much as they can, and they're doing it. It's part of the script, And he mentions the globalists. He fucking knows, man. These people are nasty fuckers. I'm not dicking with you, Oh, you're a Russian. Fuck you. It's pretty simple. Ukraine's full of shit. It's a money laundering scam. They don't want it to go away. So they're going to say, you know what? Fuck you. If you don't let us have it, we're going to fucking start it. We're going to start the fucking World War III. This guy doesn't want to fucking do it. But you poke the bear. People don't realize what Russia is. And I'm going to show you real quick because you don't have a fucking clue. Most of you people don't have a freaking clue on what Russia is and what they're capable of. Okay? I'm going to tell you right now, you don't want to know. You do not want to know. Oh, by the way, the Pentagon can't fully account for $824 billion, $326 billion in improper payments and federal programs. Yeah, this is the money laundering I'm talking about. You think all this money goes to the fucking contractors only? No, it doesn't. Oh, and I highly encourage you to look at this report. Let me see it. Let me put it up real quick. I just want to make sure I get it on record here. I'll put it all the way across. Right? Let me see. Let's put this in front so you can read it. Now, what this is, people. Right? Why is this blocking all this side off? What the fuck is this crap? This is bears. And I'll try to explain it to you. All right. Let me see if I can get this in here. And you can go on this website if you need the website IRL, just let me know. All right, so Fauci arrives in about 91, right? That's when he becomes kind of powerful and he's getting his way. All of a sudden, if you see these little bears, and everybody used to report. They were told, hey, report it. They were told by Health and Human Services and NIH, and everybody report anything that's bad. Report it. So there was about 80+% of people reporting, medical professionals, hospitals, doctors, etc. All this stuff. And it was kind of bad, but it wasn't that great. I mean, it wasn't huge, but it was. There were more and more people reporting injuries. And then all of a sudden, in the early part of 2021, God, I'm trying to remember what happened. What was everybody doing in early 2021? What was happening then? Oh, that's right. They were taking the thing. Right? And if you go into this website, you can plug in the information for the United States, and it'll list all the boot boots, and you can gather all the information and puts out these numbers. Look at that. And here's what's interesting. Only 10% of people were reporting because they were telling people don't report the bears. There were actual emails, there were actual documents, there were actual phone calls made from the NIH, from CDC, from the World Health Organization. Don't report it. People that said, fuck you, I'm going to report it. Reported it. But most of those doctors and professionals didn't report it. It went from 80% reporting down to less than 10% reporting. So these are just the reported numbers. Imagine what it really is. Imagine what it really is. Okay, I'll take this off now. I just want you to kind of look at that. What's going on with that. Yeah, pretty fucked up. And then he also, this fucking does, right? He does this, right? He does this, right? And then he also does this. This is so so American citizen, taxpaying American citizens first thing, isn't it? Totally, absolutely. Right? They care. The Democratic Party cares about you. Democratic. Wake the freak up. For fuck's sakes. Oh, Bannon admits quietly loosening immigration policies before Trump takes office, including letting migrants skip ICE check-ins in New York City. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Just published today. Their goal is to take that the script given by the World Economic Forum, by the global predator class, is to take down the last stronghold. They haven't done it yet. They couldn't do it. Most of us said, no. MAGA said, no. A lot of people out there said, I see what's going on, no. And the rest of you are just falling in line. Fucking sheep. Sheeple. But let me go back to here. Go back to first. We don't know. He wasn't president. A ceasefire between Ukraine and Russia is secretly being negotiated behind the scenes by President Trump and Elon Musk. Plus, Russia successfully simulated a nuclear attack that can evade NATO defenses with their ICBM strikes on Ukraine. Absolutely. I gotta fucking show you. I have to show you what that looks like. Oh, let me give it a little commercial break here real quick. This is always good. That's a new Jaguar commercial. Holy fuck. Idiot BlackRock and World Economic Forum crap, basically. Jeez, fuck. Is that the future you guys want? Is that going to work for you? Ugh, fuck's sakes. These are old bombs. They're not even out there anymore. It's like 1950 bomb right there. It's called Little Boy, Hiroshima. Fat Man, kind of at the same time. These are nothing compared to what's out there right now. Kilotons. Now we're getting close. That bomb is what they have now. That's what they have now. That's what the USSR has in one of their warheads. And 16 come out. That's just one of the warheads. So what happens... Let me show you. Everybody thinks Russia's just a stupid fucking place. I'm telling you. You guys don't have no idea what the fuck you're fucking doing. That's our tanks. 4,657. There's Russia's tanks. $14,000. Let's skip ahead. Russia has 2 million troops and tons more at their disposal. We have 8 million. No, we have less now, actually. This is old. I don't think we have this much. But, okay, close to 700,000. Right? They have 3 plus more times than we do. Right? Oh, let's look at the missiles. There we go. United States missiles. How many does Russia have? Yeah. You guys have no idea what's going on. You have this is fucking crazy. Why? No, I know why. They're just going to destroy it. They don't want it. They want to start it, keep it going. They want them to get some more money out of it, but they're really poking the bear badly right now. It's not a good sign. This is nuts. You guys don't understand what's happening. Most of you have no fucking clue. If you're a Democratic supporter right now, you have no clue. Everything you've been told for the past 30 years from the Democrats has been a fucking lie. Because I was there. Until I started doing my own research. Until I started checking myself before I wrecked myself. Before I started questioning the authority of what these people were doing and their sources. At every turn, I was just like, none of this is making sense. So I started asking questions. And then I started to realize that the Democrats were full of shit. The Green Party's full of shit. Most of these parties are full of shit. People were trying to make the People's Party, which I think was probably a good party, but they were still full of shit. Because then nobody really got it. And then I started to look into Russiagate and what they were fucking doing to Trump and all these impeachments. They were fucking bullshit. Lie after lie after pontification after pontification after just propaganda after propaganda. It's just it was nuts. And then it hit me like a ton of bricks, because I still had TDS going into 2019, 2020, and I wasn't big on him with this fucking warp speed shit. I wasn't big on that at all. I was just, dude. First you call it a hoax, and then you fucking invested 200 million fucking doses. Whatever. It's somebody, Fauci's a good salesperson. He got to him. He's been doing it for a long time, playing and fooling and fucking methodically killing millions across the planet, and especially the United States. That's his job. That's what he's been sent to do. He knows it. He thinks he's doing the he doesn't give a fuck. He's so numb. He doesn't give a fuck. They don't care. So anyway, yeah, I'm just saying there's a lot of shit happening, but I want a chance. We were not going to have a chance. They would have created the World Health Organization would have taken away our sovereignty next year if Kamala was in. Period. They were in with the World Health Organization coming in and taking full control of our medical system. Everything. They were going to make us take more of this and more of that and this and anyway, it was going to get bad, and I'm glad that Trump fucking won. Right? It's way better than what it would have been. We would have lost this country for sure. There would not be a country. But we're going to see what these guys do. We're going to see what happens. Right? We're going to see what happens. And I want to see, I'm still kind of concerned on where Matt Gaetz is going to end up. I'm kind of concerned about where he's going to end up because I think he can still be a part. It looks like we missed Rep. Jeffrey's press conference, bold, calling a woman a bully for simply protecting women. It's just crazy. It's just, they're fucking nuts. So, I don't want a 43-year-old fat man in a thong and a dress going inside when my daughter is going to the bathroom, or my granddaughter, but telling somebody to not do that is being a bully? Do you guys even get this? These people, okay. Fucking drug tests. They need random fucking drug tests. This is just so fucking out of control. Yeah, here, see, I just need to scroll a little bit further. Fucking, they were all right there. Yeah, the RS-28 Sarmat, we can't touch. It'll reach from Russia to here in 30 minutes. Let me play it for you. In the Minuteman, there are 1 to 4 warheads. Okay, you saw how big that explosion was, right? In the Sarmat that Russia has, and traveling at 27,000 miles an hour, some ungodly amount of speed, has 16 warheads. $27,000, I'm right. And ours only does 24,000 miles an hour. So we'll go first. See, there's the warheads. In our cone in the top, there's 3, 4, maybe 10 to 15, 3 or 4 hypersonic guided. They're hypersonic too. It's crazy. 200 megaton, within 100, I mean, yards or something. I mean, the accuracy is like pinpoint. Now that's incorrect. So they can, the silos, these things, both of them can launch from submarine, they can launch from aircraft carrier, they can launch from, both of them, they can launch from vehicles, giant trucks, heavy equipment, stuff like that. Yeah. This is what they want to fucking poke at that bear. It's crazy. I'm just dumbfounded on how, if you're still supporting that, because that's how it's going to happen. You think that you can just continue. He fucking told us you can continue to use. Okay. From what is declassified, our new cargo launched have reduced time and maybe as much as a tenth of our sub. Okay, that's good. Well, I mean, no matter what, right? That's fine. Thank you, Smoke. But the thing is no matter what, it's bad. It's just fucking bad. You're poking at the bear. You're taking the stick and swatting the fucking the hornet's nest. Just what the hell's wrong with you? No. Biden isn't giving the orders. Number one, Obama isn't either. Number two, it's the fucking world. They're just saying, look, man, if you don't do what we fucking tell you to do, we're gonna start it before you get in. That's what they're freaking doing. Bottom line. There it is. There's your answer. If Trump doesn't fall in line before he gets and promises to do certain things, they're gonna fucking start it. That's what they're doing. And he's saying, fuck you. I'm just gonna talk to him myself. I'll fix this shit. Who do you want to fucking run the country again? A bunch of globalists that don't even fucking live here? That's what's happening. That's where the script comes from. I've proven it over and over and over again. Right? The handlers for fucking Biden and fucking Jill and all these fucking people, they're maneuvered and controlled. No. Yeah, no, he's definitely not doing anything. He's like a CIA agent anyway. Former FBI, whatever. That's what I'm concerned about the FBI. I think they've all gone super pedo. That's why they don't want certain people in there. That's why they don't. I'm telling you. All right. Thanks for coming in, Stork. I've been on for a while, but I appreciate you coming on. I was going to go off about 15 minutes ago, but I had to show the information in regards to the Sarmat and these other and the Minutemen III and all these bombs and what's going to happen. And don't put it past. If you keep poking the fucking bear, he's going to go, fuck you. And he'll fucking. They don't just have those either. They have other fucking missiles. They can do some serious fucking damage. For God's sakes, I just showed you the size of their military and everything that they have. Huge. All right, we have 12 aircraft carriers. They have one. But they don't need them. They know they don't need them. They have these freaking missiles fucking go wherever they fucking want. Oh my God, this is crazy. I can't believe anybody would still have a Harris or Wall sticker on their fucking car. It's just nuts. It's just fucking nuts. And this other guy just wants peace. What? This is fucking nuts. Rapid Dragon is absolute scary. I don't know. I should know what that is. Let me just check real quick, and then I'm getting out. Rapid Dragon. Maybe. Oh, that's a missile system? Okay. Oh, shit. Yeah, that is pretty fucking hardcore, dude. Hold it. This is 2 minutes. I'm just going to play it. Yeah, whatever. It's just...
Palletized munitions enable mobility aircraft to deploy cruise missiles, promising to provide a near-term means to increase capacity of fires. A modular deployment system offers a flexible payload configuration to meet mission requirements, with a 6-pack configuration for C-130 deployment and a 9-pack for C-17s. An onboard control module enables the missiles and battle management system to communicate, so missions and targets can be updated while the aircraft is airborne. Palletized munitions are compatible with standard airlift inventory systems. They provide a roll-on, roll-off capability with no aircraft modifications. The Air Force Strategic Development Planning and Experimentation Office, Air Force Futures, and Lockheed Martin are partnering with Air Mobility Command and Air Force Special Operations Command to conduct flight tests. First up are in-flight jettison tests to demonstrate safe deployment from a C-17 and a C-130, followed by live-fire demonstrations for both aircraft, the first by the end of 2021. Palletized munitions are a potential force multiplier that enable combatant commanders to strike from more airfields and engage more targets, while offering mobility aircraft and crews a rapid transition back to primary missions. Rapid Dragon.
Wow, thanks for bringing that up. But yeah, we don't want to use that shit. I mean, if I ran the world, just let you know, if I was in charge, I would say, everybody stop. Just stop. Just step back for a minute. Just just step back for a minute. I want you to keep your guns. I want you to have your Second Amendment rights. No problem. We should always, because you never know when there's going to be a threat or something like that. That's fine. But why don't we focus on getting to Planet B? I'm telling you, that's why I like Elon Musk being in the system. He's already pointed out so much waste already. It's fucking crazy. Crazy. Yeah. Anyway, thank you all for being here. No mention of how many dozers fit in a C5. That's a big one too, for sure. C-17s are fucking gigantic though. C-130, big. All cargo planes, for sure. Anyway, thank you for being here. Mahalo nui aloha. And I am out.